being in the now, self-love. Hi, Elaine. Learning not to judge others. Wow. Self-compassion, finding myself, loving myself, more present with my kids. Is this virus teaching us something? Is this virus teaching us something despite our wanting it? Are we really learning? Coming back to the present moment, being patient? Unbelievable. Sitting with my feelings, self-love and mindfulness. I love your lessons. Thank you, Danielle. Being in the moment, changing my eating habits, how to remember not to be offended by my teenager. Our teenagers, for those of you who don't have a teenager in your life, oh, you are missing so much. You think you have toddlers in your life and they're hell. You are missing the real lessons only to be taught by a teenager. My teenager, 17, oh my goodness. What lessons? A teenager in quarantine? More lessons. A teenager with other kids and a husband or a wife in quarantine? More lessons. Meditating with my 7-year-old. Zainab says, wow, everyone is so positive. Because I asked about the positive growth. I said, what are you learning? So if I asked the negative, we'd get that too. But I'm so happy that people are learning. Fauzia says to be aware when I'm in lack. I love it. Susan says, I didn't go crazy when my daughter said to her dad, I hate you. Thank you. They're just feelings. Having time to reflect, being still. Okay, I love it. Thank you, Tammy. I love what I do too, so thank you. Learning to have a new outlook. Thank you, guys. Putting myself first. Niraya, that's fabulous. Staying on the breath. So for everyone to know, I do these daily courses, whatever you want to call this. I've been doing them for a long time, since March 16th, every single day. But then I called it Viral Wisdom because I figured let me make it a course and put it in the archives as a course. So I began numbering the days, but I've really been doing, it's day 660 something. Anyway, after I do this Viral Wisdom, I go to another website, another Facebook group, and I teach meditation. And that's for free too. So I do this, and then I go somewhere else, and I do that. So that's been going on since March 16th as well. So if you want to learn to meditate with me and actually put this into practice, come to this other one. So Andrea, who's my core assistant, please go to my Instagram feed and this Facebook feed and post my meditation group. It's on my YouTube site. It's there. It's a facebook.com/groups/get superpowered. Because I also am trying to sell this book. It's on pre-order. I make no bones about it. Get this book. It's my next book coming out in September. It's how to help your kids transform their anxiety, which means how to help you transform your anxiety. So get this book, guys. You can get this book at that Facebook page. If you go to that Facebook page, the site to get this book is listed there because you get free bonuses. So join that Facebook group. Join that group for meditation. Join that group to buy this book and get your free bonuses. And support the cause to help our kids become less anxious. Get this at the Facebook group. It's all there. And you can get a lot of free bonuses. So come and meditate with me, guys, because I'm doing this for free. I don't do it on this page. I do it on some other page because why should life be so easy? Why would I make life easy for me and just do it on one page? Because I wasn't thinking back then that so many of you would tune in and need skills. And I didn't think the freaking virus would continue for so long. I wasn't thinking. So I thought I'll create 2 pages and do a little bit here and a little bit there. Who knew I'd be doing it for bloody so long? I didn't know. I was like, oh, I'll do it for a few weeks and then we'd be done. But no, I'm doing it for, it seems to be a long time and may continue for a long time. So now I'm telling you, now you need to learn to meditate. Come to meditate on my other group. Yes, the links are there, and then we can meditate together, and I will teach you how to take these teachings into real life. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you something, my topic for today, but I'm going to do it circuitously. Yes, teachers like to teach through lessons, and lessons take a little bit of time, so bear with me. and I'm going to teach you something that is very profound and important to me. Ready? Thank you, Miriam. Come and meditate. Come and join my meditation page. Anurag says the link is not clicking. Huh? No, go click that link again. Facebook.com/groups/get superpowered / It has another /. Hi, Eric, watching in Maryland. Hi, Susan. You've been with me the whole time. Thank you. I'm so happy. Hi, Jeanette, Sheldon. Okay, ready for my lesson for today. So today, I was exercising outside, as I do every day, and I do many hours. And then I was also talking to a dear friend. As it was getting to the time of this group, I was like, oh, I have to get off and go and get ready. But I didn't want to get off, and I didn't want to stop exercising. So I stopped and I said, why are you doing that? So my answer to myself was because look at how I'm looking, like I'm looking a mess. I have to go get ready. And then I said to myself, okay, but I'm bloody doing this every single day. Why do I have to get ready every single day and wear cute tops and put my hair up and then get upset with my hair? Today I was in an F-it mood, okay? Like, no, I want to talk to my friend and I want to exercise till the last minute. And then I just will show up. And men do that all the time. Why can't they come all unshaven and all bald, and why can't I just show up? So I was like, I don't know, because I want to look all this. And so there was a battle between my ego and my real self. And my true self was like, fuck this shit. I want to just show up. They take me, they leave me. So today my lesson is about this, and it continues. So hold on, okay? Now people are writing, you look so beautiful. Come as you are. You look so raw. You look so fresh. You look beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now there's a lesson coming. So I decided to show up as I am. Literally, I removed my hair from my ponytail. I have literally not even combed it. And I've just shown up as I am. Okay, I think I put some cream on my elbows in case you saw my elbows. But that was it. So I look radiant, how beautiful. Thank you so much. But here's my lesson, you guys. That there's no need to tell me that I look beautiful. I know, I love it. My ego loves it. But here's the thing. We want to tell the person that they look beautiful. It's an adjective, yes? So here's my lesson. Because I knew you'd tell me I look beautiful. I knew it. That's our instinct. You look beautiful, don't worry. Right? But here's my deeper lesson, okay? Keep the compliments, but I'm going to give you the deeper lesson. So here's the deeper lesson. When our children come to us and they tell us they're ugly or stupid or fat, what is our answer? Our answer is to tell them, no, you're not ugly. You're beautiful. You're not fat. You're skinny. You're not this. You're that. Right? And we're always telling the other person something else, right? And we're giving it an adjective. But here is, and many of you are getting the lesson, but here is the real truth. How to approach life is to not look for the adjective. Not look for the adjective. Don't name it. Don't label it. Don't name it, don't label it. This is my deeper teaching from my ego tussle with my real self. And this is a profound teaching, guys. It's the best thing I can teach you. Every day I give you some profound teaching. Every day I tell you the most important thing, the key. Everything is the damn key. Okay, now what to do? There's so many keys, right? It's like waking up in the morning and all these people saying the first thing you should do in the morning. Huh? How many first things? Which one should I do first? Brush my teeth, meditate, drink the hot water with lemon, drink the apple cider vinegar. What should I do? Say thank you to the sun, kneel down, pray. What should I do first? This is like how it is with spiritual teachings. Everything is the most important thing. Okay, so you'll hear me say that a lot. Every time I say it, I laugh inside myself because I'm like these poor people, everything is the first thing, the key, the most important thing. Sometimes I say it's fear, then I say it's unworthiness, then I say it's meditation, then I say it's breath. What the fuck is the real most? Can you give me the one most important thing? But it's never like that because it's all connected. So today's most important thing to learn in life, and the most important lesson, is to not name it, don't claim it. Now, this is very anti-Western thinking, because Western thinking is if you name it, you claim it, which I've said to you in the other days. I say name it to claim it, okay? But that's when I'm talking about feelings. It's a different context. And you can try to tell me, Dr. Shefali, but you said that day, I promise you I can come back and give you an integrated answer. Because I live these teachings, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. So today I'm talking about don't name it. Don't name it. So all of you are telling me, the minute I said I came natural, the minute I told you I came without doing anything, I knew. Puppets to the puppeteer, you would be like, but Dr. Shefali, don't worry, you look so beautiful. I was just going to tell you, you actually look more beautiful than you looked yesterday. And you felt the need to tell me. And I love it. Keep telling me, because I am filled with holes and lack. I need so much validation. So thank you. But this is what is the instinct. And the instinct is what I want to talk to you about. The instinct is to make our life have a da-da-da-da title, a label, a thesis, a hypothesis, and the conclusion. And as long as we do that, we're going to miss something most profound, which is, now you write to me. Write to me, what are we going to miss? The most profound. Many of you are with me, you already know the answer. What are we going to miss, guys, when we keep looking to label things? We're going to miss the moment. Beautiful. So go deeper. What are we going to miss when we keep trying to label things? The present moment. The present moment. Yes, yes, yes. But something more subtle. Peace. We miss life. Beautiful. All correct. All correct. What we miss. You look exactly as you need to be right now. Beautiful, beautiful, all correct. So let me just nuance it a little bit, yes? What we miss when we're trying to make life beautiful, when we're trying to be happy, yes, we miss the present moment. But what we miss, Sheena, what the F? Again you got it. Again this girl Sheena, she's either got my cliff notes or she's like a psychic, if there is such a thing. But Sheena got it. Yesterday she got it, today she got it. She got the nuance. You miss the isness of the as is. The isness of it. It is what it is. So today's teaching, all this to say is what I want to teach you, is the most profound teaching of them all. The most profound is, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. And it's not a nonchalance. It's not an intellectual laziness to go, it is what it is. A lot of people do that, but they're full of apathy. They're full of like resignation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the wisdom of understanding. There is no need for a name. There is no need for a label. I don't need to search. It is what it is, what it is. And to fully commune with the isness of it is, it is. It is. The experience of that, you understand, is so different. I could cry. The experience of it is. I'm in the isness. I'm here. I get it. I'm going to experience it as it is. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to convince. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stay with the, it is. Now we're in a shit show. We're in a shit show. Oh, my kid just painted on the wall. I'm there. Oh, somebody just told me I'm fat. I'm there. I get it. So I'm going to give you more examples from my life that have taught me this. So when my daughter was 2 or 3 years old, and I'm going to put myself out there, yeah? So now don't now give me, actually you can give me compliments, but watch how you're going to want to give me compliments, okay? So she came up to me when she was very young, and she did this with my arms, and she was like, look, 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 mom, look, helicopter, so funny, and telling my husband at the time, look, 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 and they loved to tease me, and they went on and on about my this. But I'm like, look at this. They're like, no, look at this, of course. So they're like, ding, 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 ding. Mommy, 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 look at your helicopter arms. So I remember this happening to me when she was 3 years old. And I remember going into, what the hell? You know, like, look at my shoulder, look at my bicep, look at my this, look at... But she was delighted with the this. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell, right? And I could see myself wanting to go, but do you see this? But and trying to say, but this is beautiful. But fat is beautiful. But da. And I remember wanting to go down this whole thesis of fat is beautiful, fat is this, giving it words, giving it names, trying to fix her perception. And I watched myself go there, and I realized, wow, look at me going into this whole big shebang. But where is she? She's in the delight. She's in the isness. She's just finding it hilarious. She just is. And my need to give it something is my lack. It just is. And I rewound, and I was like, yeah. And I let her play, and I watched myself battle, because I'm like, okay, she's not going to tell. And then, sure enough, one day, my friends came over, and she said it to them too. Look, mommy's helicopter. And I was like, oh, I saw myself again go. But I was like, abundance. It is. I am judging. I am putting something because of what culture has screwed me up with. You see? So back to my point. Culture has screwed us. Now you don't understand. Culture has messed us up. And who has it messed up more than anyone? Who has it messed up more than anyone? Now the Q&A. Anna, your question is really good. I'm going to try to come back to it. Who has it messed up more than anyone? Kimberly, women. Ashley, women. French women, yes. Women. We are messed up because of this. More than men. Now men are messed up too. They're messed up, please. Okay, they're the reason we're messed up. Because we live in a patriarchy. And the old white man, so to speak. But all men have been messed by the old white man, including the white men, okay? Because it's their white supremacy that has created all of this, and the whole world has been dominated by this. But it's okay, we're all part of it. We're all co-creators. We allow this nonsense to continue. But, so men are conditioned to not accept the isness by constantly wanting to achieve, and their primary imperative is to earn money and protect and provide, but they've taken it to an insane level of ego and separation, and I'll talk about this maybe tomorrow, and screwed up the world, right? And now we have inherited this competition, this separation, and we women now compete with each other, trying to be something insane, which is on top of wanting to provide and protect, we have it too, hence the mother bear. We want to provide, but we want to now provide while being skinny, beautiful, amazing, best chef, best this, best that. And we have impossible standards of perfection. And these labels, the first thing we ask our kids, not the first, maybe the second, is what do you want to be when you grow up? How insane is this? And my daughter always says to me, why do adults ask this question? I go, either because we're stupid, Maya? Because we're stupid? She's like, I don't know what I want to be. I go, you're right, we're wrong. We think you should know, as if there's such a thing to know, right? So we have been living under a completely false ethos, completely false paradigm, where we think we should know what? What is there to know? The only thing we're really trying to know are things of the ego. Who am I in terms of ego? Give me a name, give me a label, give me money, give me wealth, give me status, give me belonging. Ego. The entire ethos of the world is ego-based. All for money, for validation, for success. Why? Because we have decided that who we are is defined by these things. So for women, it's defined by how we look, how our hair is, how our eyebrows are, how our cheeks are. Now we want full cheeks. Even the way our cheeks are is not good. We need, and the lips are no good. I mean, insanity. But don't feel like I don't fall prey to it. I also want to have puckered lips. Yeah, because I'm an idiot too. I fall for this rubbish. But then I can recalibrate, yes, and go, what? I want to be everything? No, I cannot. What is this nonsense? It comes from this lack, from this deep, unabiding, incessant lack that we have been culturally indoctrinated by. Culture has messed us up. It has taught us that who we are as we are is never going to be good enough. Not good enough. It will also never be good enough. Just as you think you've reached, there's more. There's more. That's why it's called the current fashion, the current trend. They're making money off you because it's never enough. You know, your shoes apparently go out of fashion. Shoes go out of fashion. How can shoes go out of fashion? What is fashion? Now, I'm sorry for people who are in fashion. I think my daughter will be in fashion because she loves fashion too. What to do? I'm just talking like it is. This in fashion thing is a way to keep us hungry, to keep us always catching up. Oh, that was so last season, huh? Why is it last? Who said? Oh, because we need to sell this season. We need to sell more, right? Half the expiration dates on your products are all rubbish. What? It's expired already? Smells good to me. Tastes good to me. The cream. Yesterday I went to my daughter's room and saw all her fancy makeup. And I was like, Maya, can I please take some of your makeup? Because I'm secondhand. Can I have secondhand stuff? And she's like, Mom, why would you want this stuff? It's all expired. So I said, Maya, why do you keep it? She's like, I like to have things. I like to feel like I have things. I'm like, you're so messed up. Okay, then I said, but Maya, I don't mind if it's expired. Can you give it to me? Because I know how these things are. They're not really expired. They want us to buy more. So she's like, really? Really? I said, yes, really, Maya. Half the things, at least 6 months more, at least in terms of toothpaste and makeup, you can use for another 6 months. Now, you may disagree with me, but I'm like, I don't care. It's all crap anyway, so another 6 months of crap doesn't matter. But anyway, we're living in an ethos that is designed to create lack. And as long as we buy into it, we will keep consuming and keep buying, and this is how capitalism thrives. The virus has put an end to this, right? All of us are suddenly not buying anything. We're living off the old stuff. We're wearing the same pajamas. Ooh, now what happened, right? And we can't say that we dress up for ourselves anymore, because this is how we look when we dress up for ourselves. Actually, we don't give a damn. We only give a damn when we go out to strangers. We're not even dressing up for our partners. We can lie and say we're dressing up for our husbands, but we're not, because look how we look in front of our husbands. The husbands are like, can you please wear something sexy? And you're like, why? Why would I dress up for you? And they're like, because you always used to say when you went out, you were dressing up for me. Now what happened? And the wife is like, I used to say that. That was pre-pandemic. That was your pre-pandemic wife. PPW. The pre-pandemic wife, the in-pandemic wife, this is what you get. And he's like, can you at least wear a bra? Can we at least pretend you have breasts that are youthful? And you're like, no, not even that. You don't even deserve that. This is who I am. I'm IPW, in-pandemic woman, in-pandemic wife. This is what you get. So we're seeing that our ethos was full of nonsense. It was just a lie. Obviously, now we're looking like this. So what happened? Oh, what happened is that the external world got taken away from you. And once the external world gets taken away from you, you're like, okay, I can eat from a can. I don't need to impress my family. I don't need to look good anymore, because I'm not getting that validation. That labeling that the outside world was giving me now is irrelevant. But it was always irrelevant. We were never that. We were totally deluded to think we were that. Now that's taken away. You're like, oh, I actually don't give a damn. I actually want to live in 3 pajamas. I actually am the happiest when my hair is not washed that much, right? I don't need to look that amazing. I don't need to spend that much on creams. No. And you're on and on and on. And now we're living simple, no? Because we're forced to live simple. We're realizing, oh, I can survive. Yes, you could survive all this time. You were fooled into thinking you needed all that. Because we were living in an ethos of high capitalism. But who was being fooled? You and me. Falling for the wrong things. Because we've been living in an ethos of ego. Of labels and accoutrements and attachments and adornments and titles and ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Now all that ta-ta-ta-ta-ta has gone. Now we're just like, who am I? What am I? What do I really like to do? And we're coming down now to the basics. And this is the most amazing thing the virus is giving us. It's stripping us of our labels. Strip, 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 strip. And many of us are panicking. Now, many of us have genuinely lost the label of wife, label of husband. Yes, yeah. I understand. We have lost. There's great grieving. But for those people who are grieving, they're legit grieving. But many of us are just grieving the ego. We've lost our job. Okay, so the job was not you. I understand it's your livelihood, but we can find another way. Because we can live less, we can live simply, we can live together, we can share more, we can lean on each other more. Most of us are grieving the loss of the habit of being addicted to things on the outside. Many of us have just lost that, our addictions. And if our addictions are what has been taken away, this is a blessing. So naming, the title, the label, gone. But this is the most profound thing. It's now teaching us that, we need a new ethos for living, a new way to live, which is what the Eastern mystics have always taught us, which the Tao has always taught us, is to live in the isness of the isness of the isness of now. What is it? What is it? What is the it? What is the is? I live here. And bringing us all back to nature, to natural, to raw, to truth, to authentic. Here, now. I'm here right now. I don't need it to be beautiful. I don't need it to be amazing. I don't need to be special. No. I am who I am right here, right now. And this kind of living is a whole different ethos. It's away from ego into the isness. It is, I accept, right now. Now, somebody asked a great question. And while I do that, I'm going to pull up the Tao. So somebody asked a great question of, what about human rights? What about activism? What about fighting to create change? Well, all of you know this is my passion, right? Human rights, activation of the consciousness, helping children. I'm doing this every single day. But I don't do it out of my ego anymore. I used to do it out of my ego. In my 20s, when I became a psychologist, full of ego, because I was going to change the world. I was going to fix people, and I was going to control them, and I was going to manage them, and I was going to make them better. Right? I was deluded. I was doing it out of my ego. I wanted to be a fixer because I was so wounded inside. I needed to rescue everybody. Right? I wanted to rescue people. Till I healed myself in my 30s, my 40s. Now I get it. What the Tao always says. There's nothing to heal because there's nothing wrong. It is what it is. Now, having said that, that's the first place of alignment, that you don't resist. You don't come to change things through resistance. You never can change things through resistance. You can only change things through acceptance, through love. Now, it sounds weird. If I'm accepting, why would I change? Exactly. The first thing is to understand that you probably will not change anything. When Rosa Parks sat at the back of the bus, she wasn't doing it to change anybody, really. She just did it because that's what she needed to do. She was an activist, not from resistance. She was an activist from activating her own revolution from within. So when I show up with you, I don't want you to change. Don't change. You're perfect. You're amazing the way you are. Trump, amazing the way he is. Because he's exactly what we need. Because it is. The fact that he's there means he's perfect. He's the perfect mirror because he's there. He didn't just come about not from the consciousness of the people. He came from us. So I can't be angry with Trump. I mean, I can. But what good is it? I have to understand he's my mirror, right? So Rosa Parks understands. Martin Luther King, they understood. They can only do what they're doing from a place of love, from a place of understanding what they're dealing with, the consciousness, what they're dealing with. So of course we should be. I come every day here. Every day I'm fighting unconsciousness. But I'm not fighting it from resistance. I'm fighting it from a revolution of my consciousness, from my activation of my peace, from my love. I'm coming here because I love me. I'm coming here because I love consciousness so much. I'm going to spread it because that's all I can talk about. But I'm not yelling at you for being unconscious. I don't think. Sometimes I do. And I'm not really upset with Trump. I love Trump. I actually can say that I love Trump. I really do. You know why I love Trump? On a slight digression. Because Trump is unapologetically Trump. I love him for that. Not one day is he not Trump. And because Mike Pence, for example, I don't know who the hell Mike Pence is. I don't know if he's the snake or the angel. Of course he's a snake. But I'm not sure, because he's too hidden. I don't like people who are hidden. I like them to be like Trump. You Trump, be Trump. I love the ones who are like, I am an asshole. Wow. Who is better than the person who says they're an asshole, who wears it on their t-shirt? Don't mind me, I'm an asshole. I love that. Versus somebody who's pretending not to be an asshole. I mean, they're worse. So I love Trump because Trump is showing us the consciousness of the collective of America. That we have this, as much as we have the Obamas, we have this. And as long as we can pretend we don't, we're going to suffer. So what I'm trying to say with all of this is we don't fight through resistance. We fight through an activation of your light. I can't fight Trump. I can't fight against him by saying every day, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. How stupid. Then I'm at his vibration, right? I can only fight through the activation of the antidote, through the activation of the acceptance that there's Trump. Now I can activate the other side. I can't fight by saying you shouldn't exist. How stupid. It's like saying this shouldn't be. No, it is. It is. Now I can just work on that. But this is. And as long as I try to hide this, my daughter's going to be like, you see that? Trump is our shadow. Shadow is always going to be there. If I pretend I don't have shadow, I am worse, you see? This is the teaching. It is. It's a shit show every day. This is there. Wrinkles are there. What I'm trying to say is shadow is there. Stop trying to name it to become something else. It is what it is, what it is. There's unconsciousness and there's consciousness. Where are you going to spend the energy in your life? Fighting it by saying it shouldn't be there is so stupid. Go, yeah, of course it's there. Of course. Unconsciousness, unconsciousness, unconsciousness. Do I keep yelling to my kids, stop being unconscious? No, I light up the consciousness, right? I can't fight by telling something to not exist. You understand? It is through acceptance of the isness. And the isness includes the shadow and the light that now I can now move. Where do I want to move? But I can't keep yelling that it is. It is what it is. Do you understand? So you will understand. You do understand. It's just nuanced. It's not this or that. It's seeing the whole spectrum. And everybody is on every spectrum. So for you and I, who are growing up and evolving, is to see our ego. Is to see it in the face. Call it ego. Don't try to make it beautiful when it's ego. It is what it is. So when your home is totally dysfunctional, when your hair is totally messed up, it is what it is. And on some level, all of us have to create an ethos of this is who I am. This is what it is. My kids totally messed up. My marriage totally messed up. My fat totally cellulite. It is what it is. And when you inject that with an acceptance, you get freedom. You stop trying to be a cover-up. That's why I like Trump. He's not a cover-up. You understand? He's just who he is. Always a liar. I love it. He's so amazing. He doesn't even try to hide the lie. Bold lies. You have to be so grateful for Trump, man. I mean, he teaches you to be authentic. Authentically an asshole or authentically an angel. He's chosen an asshole, but how great. But his daughter who looks all beautiful, or the Mike Pence who's, no, I'm more scared of them. Not scared of Trump. With Trump, you know where you stand. That's lovely. So, it's just reminding me of people who, there have been a lot of psychological studies that when people are anonymous, they actually commit more crime because you can do it through anonymity. And it takes a lot of courage to commit a crime bold-faced. That's why people wear masks, right? They don't want to be known. The Ku Klux Klan, all hidden, right? And then at home, they're all lovely with their children. But then they wear their masks and they go out and they burn and they torture. And this is what I'm trying to say. We need to take off these masks. And the more we see the ego in our own mirror first, only then we can liberate and reach peace. But it starts with you and me. To see our own ego, right? To see it. Now, this doesn't mean tomorrow I'm not going to do my hair. Hell yeah, I'm going to do my hair. But I'll know I'm an ego. I'll know today I must have been really insecure. I need a lot of compliments, right? Or whatever. I'm going to call it as it is. I'm not going to pretend that I haven't done my hair. When I do my hair, I'm going to do my hair and I'm going to see my ego and go, whoa, today you really need to be an ego, huh? I'm going, yeah, today I need to be in my ego. But I'm not going to pretend I'm not an ego. Right? When I get all dressed up for my events and I wear my high heels, I'm not acting to not be an ego. And then people get upset with me. Oh, we expect a monk to be a monk. I'm like, I'm not a monk. Who said I'm a monk? I'm a woman who happens to teach. That's it. All the rest is your projection. How you want me to be a woman, how you want me to teach. People think I shouldn't charge money, I shouldn't wear lipstick. Whatever. That's their projection, right? They want to put me in a box. But this is all of us. We want to put people in a box, but there is no box. At the end of the day, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. And the next time you're in resistance in your life and your kids are like acting crazy and everything's a mess, enter surrender, acceptance. What am I resisting? I'm resisting the isness. I'm resisting the isness. I don't need to name it. I don't need to pretend it's amazing. It is what it is. No name, no label. No name, no label. No name, no label. Don't name it. If somebody calls you a liar, I accept. I accept you see me as a liar. Do I think I'm a liar? No. But I don't need to defend. I accept. I accept you. I accept is. I accept. And the minute you begin to accept reality and stop fighting it all the time and just go, okay, different levels of consciousness, Trump level of consciousness, this level of consciousness, it is what it is. See it for what it is. Many people hide from the truth. That's why Trump is amazing, because he doesn't hide from his truth. And therefore he allows us to know him very well. This is what we need to do in all our lives. It is what it is. This way or that way, this point of consciousness or that point of consciousness. Let's stop pretending we're different. Let's stop putting masks, right? Let's understand the ego for the ego. And when I'm not an ego, to go, yeah, now I pay a price that I may not get as many compliments. Okay. See it for what it is. Don't embellish. When you see a rose, you don't need to pluck it, right? This is a famous Buddhist way of looking at life. And the reason I talk about Buddhism is not because I'm into any ism. I'm not a Buddhist. But I see wisdom where I see wisdom. So the Buddhists say, when you see a rose, don't pluck it. What that means is, it is what it is. Why do you have to touch it? Why do you have to put a concept on it? Why do you have to own it? Why do you have to possess it? It is what it is. When you see a child going through a big feeling, don't change the feeling. It is what it is. I took years to learn this with my daughter. I always wanted to change her feeling. No, you're not feeling sad, you're feeling happy. She's like, I'm feeling sad. No, you're not feeling sad, you're feeling happy. No, we're happy. We're happy. Why? It is what it is. Why am I so threatened by non-happiness? It just is. But we've been conditioned, you see, to want happiness. Because if we're not conditioned to want happiness, we will not go buying things. It's because we've been told to be young is happy, to be rich is happy, to be successful is happy. We've been told to be happy. We don't need to be happy. I'll talk about this another time. So, today I just want to end with this verse from the Tao Te Ching. Verse number 1 says it all. Verse number 1 says it all. Here you go. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The unnameable is eternally real. Naming is the origin of all particular things. I'll explain. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Caught in desire, you only see the manifestation. Yet mystery and manifestations arise from the same source, and this source is called darkness. Darkness within darkness, the gateway to all understanding. Now, if you can live in this verse, just first verse, that's it. Your entire life will change. This is the new paradigm. This is the new ethos. This is what I teach. This is what I live by. This is what I try to teach you in all different ways. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The minute you say it, you've corrupted it. Because it's come from your mouth, which has come from your belief systems, which has come from your ego. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The minute you give it a name, you've stolen it from its mystery. You've fucked it up. That's why I named my daughter Maya, because I'm like, anyway, I'm going to F her up with my name. My name. What am I going to name my daughter? The most egoic thing in the world is when a parent chooses their kid's name. So when I named my daughter, I said, okay, since I'm full of ego anyway, let me call her Maya, which means illusion. So at least I know I'm full of shit. Because all this is naming bullshit is an illusion. this becoming a wife, becoming a husband, putting a ring, ceremony. Sorry to say, guys, it's all ego. It's all to possess and control and legitimize and legalize and unspirit the spirit. Okay? Anyway, when you come for my annual conferences, if we ever have them again, I talk a lot about this stuff. And I cannot stop talking about it. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Right there. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Our desire to know the unknowable is the whole point of our corruption. We want to know, we want to own, we want to store, we want to preserve, we have bank accounts, we have closets. It's the source of all our misery. It's the source of all our misery. Caught in desire, you only see the manifestations. I mean, every line here is like I could literally speak for a year. Caught in desire, you only see the manifestation. So when you're in desire, you're only in the senses. Therefore, you only see the manifestation. You forget the soul. You forget the essence. You forget what the point of it all is. You think it's this. And all of us are living trapped in this. Yet mystery and manifestations arise from the same source. This source is called darkness. What this means is it's void. You don't know, you never can know, you never will know. So try to say it happened in 7 days, and then the Hindus say it happened in 3 and 17 and 25, and you don't know. You don't know. That's why the Native Americans, who did call them God, but at least they were worshipping the sun god, the actual. But as we became more sophisticated, we created all these pantheons of gods just because we didn't know. And we were trying to solve the mystery. But the real wisdom is in understanding it's a mystery. So pretend all you like, but it's a void. And to deal with that, the mystery of the mystery of the mystery, when you sit with that, you achieve liberation. This bullshit of I know and I'm this and he's this and she's that and giving ourselves 16,000 rules and regulations and husbands should be like this and wives should be like this and children should be like this, all because we cannot sit with the unknown, with the isness of the isness of the isness. So no more names. The minute you try to name something, you take yourself from the experience. And the beauty of living life is to be in the experience of the isness, to just be in it. Darkness within darkness, the gateway to all understanding. When you release, if ever you think I'm free, it's only because I've released all this nonsense of trying to fix and trying to know and trying to teach, and I've released it. Like, it's a shit show. And I love it because I know it's like, what's going to happen next. I want to know what's going to happen next. I don't want to know it from my head. I want to wait for the next moment and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And that's what this virus has shown us on a global scale. We didn't know anything. And it's fascinating to be in the unknown. But the unknown comes with pain. The unknown comes with lack of control. But this is the beauty of it. Like, we just don't know. We just don't know. To sit in the awe of that is the beauty. And that's why children are the most beautiful. Animals are the most beautiful because they are in the awe of the present moment. So if you want to learn to be in the awe of the present moment, come to my meditation group. I'm going there literally in 10 minutes-ish to teach meditation. Come meditate with me to understand the darkness within darkness. The desire to not know anymore. The desire to have no desire. Now you're free because you're like, okay, I take the moment. What's this moment going to give me? I have no control, no expectation. I'm here. I'm here. And when you begin living like this, you live with a different ethos, a different paradigm. You shift your entire world. So come meditate with me and I will see you there. Bye, everyone. See you soon.